If the kidneys were in stress, the kidneys would be vibrating, or they'd be moving at a different sort of thing. They'd be receiving different chemicals in the part of the kidneys or the liver or whatever it is. They'll be receiving information from the physiology of the actual physical part of the physical body. And then through the speed of what the, even blood rushing through your veins, they're saying, and even the white blood cells. So we know if we've got an influx of white blood cells, we know there's a virus the body's, or there's some sort of illness the body's trying to fight. They are the soldiers of the body. And your sort of the physical body will produce this, and on an energy level, it's almost like your cells are vibrating or moving their energy in the sense of, if we look at, they keep saying about being your authentic self, it's very much that I think they're saying how you love yourself, in the sense of how you receive love, your worthiness. Those are like your emotional senses. So the energy part is like the emotional part of your body. It's like the work that you do, like the energy healing on yourself. Okay, thinking they said love is a big one. Okay, so love and how you receive love from individuals, how you send out love to everything. Okay, thinking they said love was part of the creation. So when Earth was created, love is part of the frequency. So whether I don't know if in numerology terms, I know we did this on a retreat, that when you look at love, even the word, what it means and the frequency that is tuned into, I'm thinking they said also like the tones and the frequency, you can't see when you're playing a musical instrument, you can't see the energy or the frequency waves of the actual tool, the instrument's being played, but you can feel it. That's again working with the energy field. So the energy being is very much about looking at the energy healing yourself, the heart, the emotional side of things. It's more to do with that. So the energy being is very much to do with how you are receiving information on those frequencies and currencies that you can't physically see, but you feel, a bit like the emotional side of you. The spiritual being is very much about the again, the energy being, in a sense of, we think spirit as in the sense that is the driving force that drives the human, that's that spirit within that individual. That's why it's often sort of said the spirit of that individual. But it's like the spirit is almost not almost, but it's the spirit of, it's the soul, it's the spirit of the soul. It's the spirit that has left the physical being and it's here. So it's in its presence. It's still, as a spirit, it's still interacting with loved ones on the planet. It's still coming through as the spirit, that driving force of that individual. So that the spirit within the soul sort of thing. So, okay, thank you. They said, does that help to understand it more, or can they manipulate or give you more information to some degree? So the energy is very much about the soul. The energy is included in the soul. That's all part where there's layers. So the soul encompasses your energy of who you are. That is who you are. Your energy is part of your soul side. Spirit would be more like once you've left the physical realm to some degree as the human being. So when you astral travel, or and even you journey in your dreams, they're laughing because they sort of said people don't understand that you actually do travel in your dreams. It's not that your brain's just creating as projection. You actually do travel, as in your soul energy moves in and out. So you are moving your soul, your energy is all part of one. You're moving in and out. You don't leave it, because if you left, your soul left your physical form, you'd be dead. I said, simple as that. So there's like this silver cord that attaches you to your physical body. So, but your soul is able to move in and out. Okay, thank you. Your soul move in and out also through the meditation, through the dreams, the astral travel. You can always move in and out. Your soul moves. It's like, okay, it's the human mind when you're conscious of that, oh, you've left your physical self, that your soul pops back into it again. I mean, there's been times when I've literally laid there in bed and I'm working and in the sense of astral traveling, and then I'm like, oh yes, I'm flying above my body. It's a bit like having those flying dreams, and you're like, yeah, I'm flying in my dream, and then suddenly you're back to planet Earth again. You're like, oh my god, I stopped flying. In this dream, you've woken up, or you've fallen, or whatever it is. Very much like the astral travel. It's like the more that you do this, the more that you enjoy that feeling of leaving your body. I mean, there's loads of times when I've had my back against the ceiling, and I look down at my body and I go, oh, come down there, and then suddenly plonk you back in your body, because you've become consciously aware of where you are. Yet when I'm doing remote viewing and I'm trying to find things around the earth, I can be in a hot climate, or I can feel into the grid of whatever country I'm working on, I'm fine. I can do that. I'm like, yeah, this is my job. I'm doing remote viewing. And it's part of me leaving and having a little look at that energy area. And I can feel the senses. My senses, I can feel if it's warm. If I'm working on, say someone's gone missing. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be working on that case. If someone's gone missing, finding them, it's like I can feel the senses around, or an animal, I can feel like the animal feels cold or hot, or what the climate is, because my soul is able to feel into that. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Okay, there is part of the brain that says you are sleeping, so it sort of shuts down part of that brain to sort of like what you feel and what you don't feel, and what you think is possible, what you're not think you're thinking is possible. There's something there they're sort of saying to me, something about the brain that switches over. So that's brilliant what you just said, as in, you know, flying dream, and if you sort of are flying through the air and then you think you're gonna fall, or you land and you feel like jump back into your body. They are saying that could be, what happens is people's conscious awareness is people's conscious awareness is stopping them from doing so much, or from experiencing things. So by thinking or saying to somebody, oh, I flew in my dream, and then someone saying, oh well, that's impossible, that doesn't really happen, then that just reconfirms it doesn't really happen. But it does happen. It's like almost as if we're being told it doesn't happen, but it does happen. You can go off and you can fly in your dream. Okay, so because you're leaving your soul, in a sense, that you're able to fly that different dimension, your body's not physically holding you still or stuck, you know, because the physical brain would come in and sort of say, oh, there's no such thing, you can't do this, because otherwise you'd be given wings. So again, it feels like there's a process or a switch within the brain, how we've been switched like a track to feel that, yeah, we cannot do this. Why would that be? That's like leads off all to different thoughts and feelings. So it's almost like that's been instructed to us, that we cannot fly, you cannot do that, it's impossible to do that. It's almost like, okay, thank you. I don't know if that's actually happened, but there's like a bird that's been brought up living with humans and doesn't realize, thinks it's a dog, because dogs, until it understands it actually can fly, and it uses its wings. It's a bit similar to that, they're sort of saying to me. So yeah, it's that knowing that you've come back into your body. Okay, thank you. They sort of said children are very good at this, because children's minds up to a certain age haven't been instructed to think a certain way. So it's easier for children to feel that they can fly and they can do things, because they haven't got an awareness like the adult has in, oh no, you can't do this. They haven't been instructed or told this. So there's something to do with, there's a switch within the brain, like also going in and out of dreams. The brain sort of feels this is a dream, this is when we switch off or whatever it is, but actually moving in and out of different dimensions. That's interesting. Leads us off into something totally different. Does that make sense? Okay.